YouTube family, guess what, y'all? Guess what? It's another one. Yup, it's another one. Another fun food edition of the extended stay gourmet with your host, Martin Crenshaw. And what's more fun food than buffalo wings and pizza? To me, that's the epitome. That's the epitome of fun food right there. Buffalo wings and pizza. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. We got 2 more days, y'all, before we go into that shiny, pretty shiny place in the Nevada desert. As you can tell, I'm excited. You know, I should be tired. I should be worn out. You know, it's a Saturday night. Had to work in the shop today, but it's the last Saturday of the month, so things are usually kind of slow. But you know, I put in a full day getting ready for this trip. But I wanted to do this video. I think you all are due for a really good fun food edition. I think the last one was the meatball sandwich with the poutine, the gravy, and the french fries, and the cheese, and all of that. What up, brother Wallace Wellens? I know you're watching. This video is actually for you. I apologize for mispronouncing your name in one of the videos I posted this week of the Wynn. You know, as we were walking to the Wynn buffet, I just couldn't think of your last name. Brother Wallace Wellens, I know you're watching this one. You've been watching all my extended stay gourmet videos from the beginning. Okay, so thank you, bruh. Just giving you a quick shout out. I need to get started cooking because I don't want to be cooking for hours trying to put this together. So let's get rolling. Let's get rolling on it. The first thing I'm going to do is prepare these chicken wings. I'm going to cut them up into wingettes. Kind of give myself some room here. Like I said, I hope you all had a great week. It's a great week for me. Let me give myself some more room, kind of move this stuff out the way. Like I said, I'm going to cut these into wingettes, and really all I do is just cut it at the joint with my utility scissors. Boom. I probably should have prepared these before, but I wanted to talk about what I paid for these chicken wings. Just give me a second here. Okay, how many wingettes do we have here? What is that, 10? 10 pieces? We'll see in a minute. 10, 12 pieces. Let's see here. I'm just going to put them back on the tray here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so 10 wingette pieces. Put those back in the bowl there. Do you all fry these? You know, I guess if you fry the whole wing, these come a part of it. You know what? We're gonna throw these in there too, because we would eat these if it was a whole wing. So I'm gonna throw it in there with the wings. Waste not, want not. How about that, y'all? How about that? Okay, so the point I wanted to make with the package. I paid $6.22 for this pack of Purdue chicken wings, the whole chicken wings. Got these from Walmart on the way home from work this evening. Okay, and y'all might say, of course you got them from Walmart. You didn't get them from Lidl's. Okay, yeah, I got those from Walmart for $6.22. Which, that sounds like a good deal, right? That sounds like a good deal. Five whole wings for $6. Okay, now I'm gonna run me some dishwashing. 5 whole wings for $6.22. Not 5 wingettes. 5 whole wings. Come on, Mario, get to your point. What are you trying to say? Give me a second. I'm about to season up these wings. Season these wings up. With some Morton season salt. And some pepper. Paprika, just want to kind of season up the wings a little bit. I'm just going to let those sit to the side while I work everything else. The Extended Stay Gourmet Kitchen, where space comes at a premium. But we're going to get it done, y'all. We're going to get it done. Sit that right there just for a second. Okay, so the next move is to cut on my toaster oven. I'm going to put that on bake for 300. Now, you all, I did a video where I talked about the scallops that I did, that scallop meal with the shrimp and scallops, and I talked to you all about how a lot of times when I'm making these meals, I'm just kind of flying without a net. I'm just kind of working it and doing it as we go along. I kind of have an idea, but sometimes when you get into the execution, you know, you're just trying to figure it out how you're going to make this thing work as smoothly as possible. So just hang on with me just for a second as I kind of map out how I'm going to make buffalo chicken wings and pizza at the same time. So just give me 1 minute to think it out. One thing I can do, and once again, all in this little small space here, one thing I can do is get my oil going. I'm going to go ahead and get the oil going. Now, so I just need to grab the oil, some vegetable oil. I can go ahead and get that heating up, just like I got my toaster oven heating up. Okay. French bread. We're gonna make French bread pizza. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. I already made my marks because I know how long I want this to be. And we can use these pieces to make some garlic bread. And what I'm going to do, you all see how this bread is shaped. I mean, you got the big part there. What I'm going to do is cut that right there. I'm going to use the bottom portion of the bread. This is the side I'm going to use. Okay, not this one right here. I'm just going to put that back in there. Put this over here where I'll have all my baked goods. All right, boom. Okay, this feels good. This feels good. This is what we're going to make our pizza with. Okay? So the next thing we're going to use is some of this garlic spread, which I love this stuff. This is great. What is it? Italian rose garlic spread. I love this stuff. And I'm going to use the back of a spoon to spread this garlic spread. And I'm going to kind of smash it in because I kind of want to flatten that bread just a little bit. So I'm kind of pressing this garlic spread into the bread. Okay, boom. Just like that. like I said, what I did was I measured the bread so it can fit on this pan right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the oven and let that bake. Just kind of let that bake. And let that garlic spread kind of melt into the bread. Okay, so we're going to come back to that. My oil is heating up. Okay, my oil is heating up. So now let's attend to the wings. And like I said, what I'm trying to do is make all of this work in harmony together. Let's try to make it so that when the wings are done, the pizza's done, everything kind of works together. So, like I said, just work with me, y'all. I'm trying to put it all together. Okay, so now we're going to work the wings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my flour and my cornstarch. My wings been sitting over here, and they are just, sitting with their seasonings. So get my flour together. Okay, I believe that's enough flour for 10 wingettes. I'm gonna get to my point about the wings in a minute, y'all. I'm gonna get to my point. I just want to get everything set up before I get to talking and running my mouth. A little bit of cornstarch. That's so the wings come out crispy. I'm finally getting fully over my cold, you all. You all might can tell my voice isn't so nasally. It's been kind of nasally in the last few videos. I'm getting better. I believe that Zicam stuff works, because usually it takes me about 2 weeks to really get over a cold, and I started feeling better real quick. So, if you feel a cold coming on, go grab you some Zicam. I believe in it. Okay, some adobo. A little bit of cayenne. Y'all know cayenne pepper, a little bit does you. A little dab will do you. Some paprika. And the flour. Because you want to season your flour. And I'm going to go with some, what is this, kosher salt tonight? Kosher salt. I'm going to go with a little kosher salt in the flour. I don't know why I threw the whisk back in the dishwater. I'm going to go with some regular pepper instead of that cracked pepper stuff. Come on, pepper, come on out. And some basil. What is this? put some basil in the flour to season our wings. That's a whole lot of seasoning for some buffalo wings, because all you're going to do is put it in some buffalo sauce. Well, okay. That's how I make my wings. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to sit this to the side for a second. So the flour is seasoned. The wings are seasoned. The garlic bread is baking. Now we need to make our sauce. We need to make our pizza sauce. I'm going to go with a little bit of sauce. I think some of the sauce kind of popped over in the grease. That's why you hear that popping sound. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of Alfredo. Y'all know I love my Bertolli's creamy basil Alfredo. Mix that together.
Yum.
Boom. Okay, you all, everything's coming together. The thing is, I want these wings to fry for at least 15 minutes. So I want the pizza to bake for about 15 minutes. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Is trying to make sure that we have all of this working in tandem. So let me go ahead and get the pizza going from the standpoint. I'm going to go ahead and put the pizza sauce on the bread. Okay, boom. And I'll go ahead and turn this sauce off. We're going to go ahead and put our pepperonis down. And look here, you all. And once again, one of the reasons why I started the extended stay gourmet is because I wanted to encourage you all to make your own food. Make your own pizza. Make your own wings. You know, I mean, yeah, we could go to, you know, I don't think Buffalo Wild Wings does pizza. They might. You know, I don't know. But I know at a lot of bars and stuff like that, you know, you can get pizza and wings. Okay, but we're gonna make our own pizza and wings and save money. And this is kind of similar. You all might remember the pizza quesadilla video I did. Same kind of ingredients. Red onion, green bell pepper, mushrooms, pepperoni. I think I had Italian sausage in that one.
And black olives.
Yep.
That was yummy.
Okay, I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put the cheese over top of these ingredients. Boom. I think that's perfect. I thought I pulled the garlic powder there. Sprinkle a little garlic powder. Okay, I got some Italian seasonings up here too. I do. Little Italian seasoning. And when it comes to black olives, I like the black olives on top. Boom. Okay, now that can go back in the oven on bake. And I'm going to put that on 400. Okay, boom. Okay, so now the pizza's going. The pizza's going. My oil should be hot enough for the chicken wings. Flaps and drummies. What do you like? Flaps or drummies? I'm more of a flap person myself. Alright, boom. And you know what? I'm gonna put these little fingers in there too. Okay.
Did you really call them little fingers?
Well, I mean I don't know what else to call them.
Tips.
Tips.
Maybe.
Alrighty. know something? The tips are going to be perfect to test. Okay, that looks good. All right, boom. So we got the flaps going. Put the drummies. Okay, y'all, I might have had my oil too hot because these are cooking quicker than what I wanted. So I turned it down. I turned it down. So we're gonna let them cook, let them fry. But maybe I had my oil a little bit too hot. I guess one thing I should get is a thermometer to start checking the temperature of my oil. So now it needs me to hold the camera. Just so she could turn the fan on in the room. Fifi. Y'all know the fan's name is Fifi. Okay. Yeah, those wings look a little bit more done than I wanted. But we're going to toss them in buffalo sauce. And hopefully everything is going to turn out just fine. Those little flat pieces, yeah, they don't look like they fared too well. The little finger pieces, like that one right there. But once I turn the heat down a little bit, my flaps are looking okay. Our Pizza's looking good though. Our pizza's looking good. All right, you know what? This would be a good time to talk about the why the price of the wings played a part in this video. All right, you all know I did a video where I was going to the laundromat, and right across from the laundromat is a Zaxby's. Okay, you all remember that. I was talking about Zaxby's. I said I'd never eaten at Zaxby's. Okay, just check this out. Look how this video is going to work. Check this out. So, the other night, I think this week as a matter of fact, I was getting off work, and I got off at the bus station or the bus stop by the laundromat. Okay? And I was hungry. I had just gotten off work. I was hungry, and I wanted a small snack. And what I wanted was some chicken wings. Okay? I wanted some chicken wings. And I'm right there by Zaxby's. So I said, here's a perfect opportunity to try Zaxby's. So I said, let me try out Zaxby's chicken wings. Okay? So I go in there and I'm, checking out. Like I said, it's my first time in there. And I go up and I said, hey, do you all have bone-in chicken wings? And they said, yeah, we do. I said, okay, cool. I said, well, this is my first time. This is my first time here. How do you sell them? And she said, you can get 5 wings for $8. It was 7 something, but 8 something with tax. So I said, okay. Now here's the thing. I'm looking at the menu board. I'm looking at the menu board, and they have this picture of these wings. And I'm like, okay, yeah, those look great. Yeah, let me get an order, a small order of wings. And then it comes with these sauces and stuff like that. I said, no, I don't need any sauces. And she said, well, you can put the sauce on the side. I said, okay, cool. So, I got my wings, as they call them, naked. I got my wings naked. Okay, and I'm feeling better about these flaps now. So I got the wings naked. And, shortly after making my order, I went to go get me something to drink. She gave me a little cup to get a courtesy cup of water, something to drink. And Sanaya, can you look over at the wings instead of just keeping the camera on me? Thank you. Okay, but Sanaya, okay, you got to keep the camera moving. I'm not fussing, y'all. I'm not fussing. But y'all see how she was just keeping the camera on me instead of moving it around, okay? Let me get back to my story. Okay, so. Shortly after I got my soda, they called my name. Martin. And I said, oh, that was quick. I said, wow, okay, cool. Once again, I'm thinking, like right now, I'm making chicken wings right now. I'm making chicken wings right now. And like I said, I wanted these wings to fry for about 15 minutes. And I think they're just about done. And then I'm going to put the drummy pieces in. These are the flats. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull them. And I know, they look a little burnt. My oil was too hot. Give me a second. Let me take care of this and then I'm going to finish my story. Go ahead and put the drummies in. And I think the drummies are going to come out a whole lot better than the flats. Hey, you all, trial and error, trial and error. Oh, bless you. I know better the next time. I think this is the first time I fried wings in an extended stay gourmet video. I know I fried fish before. I don't think I fried wings before. Yeah, this looks a whole lot better. This looks a whole lot better. And I knew where I should have put the the temperature right here, but I had it a little bit hotter. And let me go ahead and clean this. I'm gonna get back to my story, y'all. Just hold up. Just want to get this sauce off of here. I don't want to waste nothing. But I do want to get this skillet out the way. Yeah, those drummies look like they're doing a whole lot better than the flats. Okay, and I'm just going to sit this skillet over here. Just to kind of get it out of my way. Okay, yeah, they don't look too bad. I mean, probably some of the first ones I put in there, but these don't look too bad. Like I said, once I toss them in some buffalo sauce, it's gonna be good. Okay, so back to my story at Zaxby's. So I ordered the 5 bone-in chicken wings. And as I was getting, yeah, see, this is what I was after right here. This is what I was after. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. As I was getting my soda, I heard them call my name, Martin. And I said, wow. I said, that was quick. You know, that was quick. And they bagged up my order and handed it to me. So, you know, I grabbed my wings and go to the little table to sit down and eat. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. Because I had 5 wings that looked like this. I'm not lying. I had 5 wings that looked like this. I mean, maybe 2 of them had some meat on it. It was like chicken jerky, bone-in chicken jerky. That's what it was like. It was dried pieces of meat on a bone, and they called it a wing. This is what it looked like. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. You know, but I ate them. I ate them. You know, part of me was saying, take this stuff back up there. You just spent $8 for that. That, you know. I was expecting this. You know, this is what I was expecting.
That's what you should have gotten. Chicken.
You know? But I went on and ate them. You know, I'm not gonna cause no problems. I'm not gonna, you know, it is what it is. The thing is, I know I'm not gonna do it again. I'm just not gonna do it again. Okay, you got me. Now, some of you all say that the food at Zaxby's is good. The salads and this, that, and the other. I guess because they use, you know, chicken tenders or something to make the food. I don't know. Maybe their chicken tenders are good. You know, but that night, I wanted chicken wings. I wanted bone-in chicken wings. You know? And I'm going to say I was disappointed. I was disappointed with what I got. Now I'm feeling a whole lot better about these drummies. Oh, let's check on our pizza. Let's check on our pizza. Oh yeah, look at there, y'all. Look at there. Okay. And like I said, the goal was to try to have everything finished at the same time. Okay. And we're just about there. So yeah, so Zaxby's got me for $8. You know what I mean? And the thing is, here's the other thing, you all. When it comes to me getting ready to go on a trip like this trip we're about to go on, I really don't spend hardly no money. I save all my money for when I go on the trip, you know. But like I said, I wanted some wings that night. Zaxby's was there, and I said, okay, let me just try it out. Not gonna do that again. Not gonna do that again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss these wings in this Buffalo Wild Wings buffalo sauce. You know, I'm actually going to taste one of these. It's seasoned good. I mean, you know, just a little bit of burnt, but, and that's why I cook these. But you all can imagine what I was eating at Zaxby's right now. You wouldn't pay $8 for something that looks like this, would you? 5, 10, 15 of them. You wouldn't pay for nothing that looks like this. But I'm glad I fried these. They're seasoned well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, come on, Drummy. See, look at that one. See, that one compared to the ones that I just took out. See? I just had my oil too high. But now I know. This is it right here. That's the spot. I had it like right here. It was too high. This is the spot right here. Let's check our pizza again. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down. I'm gonna just turn that down to warm. I'm going to put these over here. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. There we go. Now these are pretty. These are pretty. go ahead and just put the buffalo wing sauce. Yep. Kind of just mix them up in the sauce. All right, boom. All right, there's our buffalo wings, our steaming buffalo wings. And here's our French bread pizza. What y'all know about it? Buffalo wings, French bread pizza. One second, let me grab my pizza slicer. Boom. Y'all know what we gotta do. Grab us a nice cold Stella Artois, because it's a Saturday night. And this is what we do on Saturday nights. Hold up, y'all. Let me grab some ranch sauce. I got a little ramekin down here somewhere. And y'all, we had to learn some lessons along the way. How hot our grease should be to get the best wings. Okay? But that's what it's all about in the extended stay gourmet kitchen. Got a buffalo wing here. Dipping it in some ranch sauce. Delicious. Hey y'all, the thing about buffalo wings, if you burn them, just drown them in buffalo sauce. That's why they call this bar food. Because if you burn it, if it don't come out perfect, throw some buffalo sauce on it with some beer and some ranch sauce. Oh, these are amazing. This is amazing. Buffalo wings. Pizza. French bread pizza. I'm trying to get it I'm trying to get it out. It's fun food night. It's fun food night in the extended stay gourmet kitchen. The Saturday, before we head out to that shiny place in the Nevada desert. Where's my napkin? Brother Wallace Wellens. This video for you, bro. Thank you for supporting the channel. And everybody else that watches these extended stay gourmet videos. Delicious. If you like this video, press like. If you have any questions or positive or constructive comments, leave it down below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. This was another fun food edition of the Extended Stay Gourmet. Thank you all for watching. Be blessed and be a blessing.